Yo, so what's going on, Battlefielders? My name is Pone, and I like to troll random stupid women on Facebook. What's up, guys? Today we have a nice little Sharky gameplay for you guys. You should enjoy it thoroughly, because I do have that G36C, which is one of my favorite NG weapons. You guys should enjoy the gameplay, but today we're going to talk about something serious. And today, it's going to be something like, last night was one of these nights where I laid in bed, clothes on, obviously, it's not one of those nights. It's not a Tuesday. And I was sitting there and I was laying in bed, and it's one of those reflection periods. You know what I mean? It's one of those moments where you take appreciation for everything you have and love, and it was incredible. It's one of those ones where you realize that you have something to lose. You know, I have a beautiful wife, a family, a job. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys, with your virginity, you don't want to lose that, do you? Really? No? Okay. But it was just one of those nights where you sit back and you think about all that you want to accomplish, all the things that you've done well, all the things you want to do, because life is so short, man. I'm 23 years old. I know a lot of my better years are out of the way. A lot of my mistakes have already been made and crafted in stone. And I really do like to do this. I like to have those nights where I sit back, because everybody fears death. Everybody fears losing, a loved one, or an opportunity. Opportunities to sit by are some of the biggest fears that anybody could have, because that's a chance that you missed. And life is too short. Nobody wants to miss those opportunities. I mean, if you had a chance to crack a Jessica Alba, my God, would you take that chance? Would you regret not taking that chance? I would beat your ass if you didn't take that chance. So hopefully that manipulate your thought a little bit. You would just probably have broken legs for 6 weeks or something. I don't know the healing period for it, but we'll find out. But you think about all the things that you want to do in your lifetime and what you want to accomplish. Getting a degree or something like that, patty cake. And everybody sets goals. Some of them are minor, some of them are major. And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, what's going to happen when I die, man? What are people going to remember me for? And I've talked about something like this similarly before, but I'm going to try to break this out real quick. I'm going to break this down, and it's going to be like somebody was sitting there talking, right on my death. I'm sitting there, and I don't know. I've never been to a funeral, so I'm just going to kind of freeball however this is, supposed to go down in my mind, and you guys let me know if this is exactly how my funeral would probably go down. So here we go. Sirs, ladies, ma'ams, we are gathered here today to appreciate the life and the achievements of Sir Pone Star for Hire, aka Dustin Fappington, which is my real name. And we'd like to remember him for the great things he did, and the many splashbags that he laid down upon thy face. And my accent just changed. Okay, hang on. Fuck this. Alright. But seriously, I wanted to lay that out a little bit. I wanted to think about what I'd be remembered for. And I wanted to be remembered for a lot of things. You think about what you would want to be remembered for, and if you're flashing back, in your mind, if you flash back, I don't know if this would stand. I mean, I think standards changed a little bit. Say you fucked 50 women in your life, that's a big thing to guys. A big thing to guys is, laying a lot of different women, because that's what gives you some badass status in the manhood club. And I think at the end of the life, if you were one of those guys that slept around with all these women, you'd probably remember one in particular, either one that you were in love with or one that did this crazy thing with dislocating her jaw or some shit. You know what I mean? And that's what I think. I think the one amazing sexual experience would stand out amongst the other 100 women, and I think you would remember the one specific moment in time rather than the 50 women you fucked. And I think, things change when you're going to die, and I think things that you would remember would be different. But I think things that you would be remembered for is what would be important. I would want to be remembered for, putting smiles on people's faces. And I do. I mean, as much as smiles are important, man, I love smiles, whether or not they're on the face of a child or vertical. all the things in the world, a smile is the best by far. And I understand that throughout my life, I've been doing YouTube for 2 years, and I can honestly look back and expect somebody to say, when I die, that Pone really did a good thing for other people, and he put, thousands, tens of thousands of smiles on everybody's face every day. He encouraged the youth to pursue their dreams and do things like that. He entertained people. He made people laugh. He made people have a better day, and that's not something everybody can say they did. And I worked my hardest for my family. I understood that I tried to do the best I could, try to create the best content to, get better, grow more, make more money for the family. I want people to remember me most by the kind of father I was. That's something that I lacked in my family. So the thing that I would like to see, you know, the whole standard beloved husband and father, I'd really like to see that in depth. I'd like people to flash back and see not only just, you know, things, but my kids to know. They'll know what I am, but I want other people to know who I was and what I am. And that's just some crazy ass, cool, badass pervert. And I really just wanted to you know, think about that a little bit. You know, so I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think you'll be remembered for? And if you honestly can't think of something right now, maybe you need to work on that a little bit. And I'm not saying, you know, half you guys are probably young. You know, a lot of people don't understand or haven't built anything up by the time they're 20, 25 years old. So I'm not expecting, you know, a list of things. But those are my goals. I want to become the best father and husband I can. And those are something that's going to be in progress. I will never, ever be able to see how that one folds out. I will never, ever be able to do that. That's going to be something people are going to judge me for when I'm gone. And that's a lifelong goal that I have. That's not something that I spend 4 years traveling for to get the gold medal. That's something I spend my entire life doing, and that's just impressive to me. And I hope I do the best I can, and I will try my hardest. That's definitely something in the category that I will do my best with. And that's something that I've been thinking on. And, you know, so what do you think you will do? And if you can't think of anything that you could be remembered for right now, what is something that you would like to aim for that you would be remembered for? Do you think it's going to be throwing the biggest D? Do you think it's going to be, you know, running a successful store for 20 years, you know, working an important government job? What is it you think you're going to be doing that people are going to really remember you for? Because I don't think, you know, 20 years down the line that there are going to be any of you guys that remember me from YouTube. I honestly don't. My family will probably remember what I did for, you know, YouTube and how many people I entertained and, you know, I was an impression with. But I seriously doubt 20 years from now any of you guys are going to remember Pwnstar for Hire. I really do. But I don't know. So I was sitting there. What is something that you can take to the grave? What is something that, you know, people are going to remember you for when the time is done and over? My God, look at all those fucking flocks. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a rating. It helps out a lot. Leave your suggestions below.